Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 26th of July 2021. Today Mill news, we've got this from Gary Rowett. He's apparently still trying to sign some players. The money has kind of disappeared, he's already spent it, but he's trying to work a few things out, trying to bring in some more quality players. Shall we have a read of this? This is from news@den.co.uk. It says Mill will continue to work hard to find solutions as they aim to further shape the squad. Gary Rowett doesn't want to have a too big a squad, meaning players know they won't get game time, as Mill will continue to work to try to trim their numbers to make room for more additions. Rowett ideally wants a squad of 22 or 23 first teamers competing for places, and the Lions are in contact with agents sounding out potential moves for their fringe players. Yondadi Bodvarsson is available for transfer and would make way for another attacking signing. Bodvarsson has a year left on his current deal. Mill know they could also lose Jed Wallace this summer and would have to react to replace their talisman. The Lions currently have a squad of 24 players with senior experience, including Tyler Burry, who the club would like to send on loan to a Football League side. Alex Mitchell and Junior Tenzia have also featured in pre-season games. Rowett is a fan of Manchester City forward Liam Delap, 18, but he has plenty of loan interest from northern-based sides. The Lions signed 5 players before their training camp in Scotland, which allows them to be patient before a further reshaping of the squad. You don't want a squad of 26 players, of which 3 or 4 accept they're not going to play much. You don't want to get to that point, Rowett said. So we'll continue to work hard on the pitch, but we'll also work hard off the pitch to see if we can find solutions all round. From my point of view as a manager, that's not what I spend much time doing. That's for Harvey Bustle, the head of recruitment, and CEO Steve Kavanagh, and all the agents out there to see if we can piece together deals just like we have done with George Saville and Benik Afobe. Those players were in similar positions in that maybe they weren't going to play as much as they'd like, so they moved on. We've got players that are no different. Meanwhile, Rowett wants significant goal contributions from his defenders this season after Daniel Ballard got off the mark in the 1-1 draw against Fulham last week. Mitchell then scored in the 4-1 defeat to Arsenal at the weekend. Already in pre-season, we scored 4 set-piece goals. It shows the additional threat that we've got, Rowett said after the Fulham game. Dan can be one that will add to that. He attacks the ball really well. He's got good size. Any of the centre-halves, they've got to chip in when they need to and help the forwards out. That's going to be something that's important. Indeed, and that is something that I mentioned in these videos in previous days about the set pieces that we've scored so far in pre-season, and it's more or less just set pieces, which is kind of worrying. And it's kind of worrying that Gary Rowett is still trying to sign attacking players. So he knows, even though he signed Benik Afobe, he's like, yeah, maybe we need another striker still. So yeah, not happy with the squad so far. Wants to buy or sign another striker, and not had much luck signing strikers, has he? With Kenneth Sahor, Troy Parrott, Benik Afobe. Who knows what happens? Who knows? Will it be free and bust? Yeah, I think we do need another striker. And let's hope we can get them in. But some players will have to leave, either permanently or on loan, before that happens. So one of the potential ones to leave him was John Daddy Bodvarsson. Haven't really seen him linked with anyone at all. Nobody, not even a sniff of a transfer rumour. But we have heard about Portsmouth wanting to sign Ben Thompson. So this is from the London newsonline.co.uk. It says Portsmouth have not made an official approach for Millwall midfielder Ben Thompson. Millwall manager Gary Rowett has described talk of Portsmouth exploring a move for Ben Thompson as speculation. It is understood that the League One side have made no official approach for the 25-year-old midfielder, who is inside the final 12 months of his contract in SC16. The Portsmouth News claimed that Thompson's salary was proving an insurmountable mountain to climb when it comes to the prospect of getting a deal over the line. Rowett told the South London Press, "I've not read the article. There have probably been about 50 articles on Tomo from their end, which is not always ideal. I understand it. Tomo is a player who did really, really well. I understand he will be a popular among the fans. I'm sure there's a real clamour from the fan base to bring Ben back, but in reality, there's nothing for me to answer. As far as I'm concerned, it's just speculation." Yeah, the Portsmouth papers and the Portsmouth Press have been kind of hitting this over and over again about Ben Thompson, and that might be coming from Portsmouth end, because remember, Ben Thompson was on loan at Portsmouth, so I imagine Portsmouth know how much his contract is, because they would have had to pay a chunk of his wages. So if they were paying 50% for him on loan, then I'm sure they know what his contract is. So it wouldn't be beyond the realms of possibility that they were saying, yeah, we can't really sign him because he's on too much money. So maybe if they get promoted, who knows? Anyway, so that's one of the players who could possibly leave, Ben Thompson, not seemingly going anywhere yet. Let's move on now to the QPR game. So Matt Smith, talking about QPR, he used to play for QPR. And this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, South London Press's online website. It says Millwall striker Matt Smith gives his verdict on QPR as two clubs meet in opening championship fixture. Millwall striker Matt Smith sees no reason why QPR cannot continue to impress in the championship, but will be hoping they have an off day on August 7. The Lions kick off their 21-22 championship campaign with a trip to the Cayenne Prince Foundation Stadium. Smith played 102 times for the West Londoners before heading to the Den in July 2019. QPR warmed up for the new season with a 4-2 win over Manchester United at the weekend. They confirmed the permanent signing of Stefan Johansson from Fulham shortly before kickoff. It means Johansson, strikers Charlie Austin and Jordi DeWitt, integral to their impressive results in the closing months of the season, are back on a full-time basis. "I think they'll be good," Smith told the South London Press. "If you look at the form of the side from January through to the end of the season, they would have finished in the top three. It just goes to show the turnaround they had in the second half of the season. Bringing in Stefan Johansson and Charlie Austin was a game changer, two talents who are right at the top end of the table. It's always going to be a tough game, a derby, and up against a really good manager playing a nice brand of football." Yes, and I told you yesterday I was starting to get worried. I saw the highlights of their 4-2 win over Manchester United, and they played really, really well. Although they were playing Manchester United reserves, let's not kid ourselves about that. I don't know if you want to have a look on YouTube, you probably find them on there. If you want to get a bit scared about how QPR could turn us over, and even before that result, I was saying I think QPR could be one of the dark horses to get promoted this season. Kind of like us, they've been managing in their budget. They haven't been going crazy with the spending. While other clubs like Derby and Sheffield Wednesday did, and Birmingham as well, and they've found out the hard way with transferring Bogos and other stuff like that. So, but QPR running an even ship, really, and they brought in quality. They've got a lot of young players who can run a lot, bit skillful, and now they've brought in a bit of experienced quality. And I think they basically are contenders to be the team that goes from mid-table to playoffs. I really think QPR could get into the playoffs, and that's going to make it harder for us to get up there. To be honest with you, and if you see, like we've got the defense, a decent back five, and we just need something going up front, which is what they've got. So and we really struggle playing away at QPR. Really struggle, and they had a decent result for a long time. So yeah, so I know a lot of people are waiting for the QPR tickets to be announced, but and there's a big clamour to be at that game, but it might not be an happy return if you go to this game expecting a hard-fought Millwall win. It could be a thrashing by QPR. Just have that in the back of your mind. So talking about this game, now QPR have just put their tickets on sale, because every day on Twitter, Mill fans and QPR fans are going, when can we buy these tickets? When can we buy these tickets? When can we buy these tickets? Quite surprising to me. I think either people are waiting for the actual championship games, or they're waiting to get paid at the end of the month, or they're waiting for something. Because I thought the Gillingham tickets would sell out. I thought the Portsmouth Cup game tickets would be doing a lot better than they are. We sold quite a few, but nowhere near being a full house. Maybe it's still a long way away. I mean, was it like 16 days to go? So still a bit early, but still, I would have thought tickets would have been sold a bit better than that. I know his school summer holidays are coming up, so, and we've just had the Euros, where I imagine people spent extra money they didn't expect to spend going out and stuff like that. So I imagine money might be a bit tight, but I thought the ticket sales of the tickets that were actually on sale might be doing better than they are, and they're not really. I hope that's not indicative of something else. I'm wondering if the elderly Mill fans who are involved, maybe they don't want to go anymore. Maybe they died with COVID and stuff. Maybe a large number of them. Maybe, I don't know. I've heard of a few who passed away. Maybe they just can't be bothered anymore. Who knows? Or maybe circumstances have changed, and or maybe just, as I said, everyone's waiting until they get paid at the end of the month. I don't know. I get paid weekly, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so the QPR selling their tickets to their fans. Now, there's no restrictions here with regards to COVID, so that's all right, isn't it? But here's the thing that's cracking me up. So digital ticketing they're doing. So let's have a read. This is from qpr.co.uk. Let me just say as well that so the tickets for the Mill fans haven't been announced yet. I imagine they will be announced shortly, because QPR are selling the tickets to their fans. So keep an eye out. I'll let you know on this channel when the tickets are out, or you can just follow millfc.co.uk and then you'll find out on there. But this kind of tickled me. After the successful implementation of digital ticketing for our reduced capacity home matches last December, our general admission ticketing process is now fully digital. So it's digital, which is, that's how it is. But here's the kicker: supporters will no longer receive a physical ticket, so supporters will be required to enter the stadium by using their Apple Google wallets. What the fuck? When supporters receive their digital ticketing email, tickets can be added to their Apple Google wallet by selecting a relevant icon. Alternatively, supporters have the option to print attached tickets, or they can scan the tickets on their mobile tablet device. So they're using Apple and Google wallet to run their ticketing. Like, that's a bit sketch, isn't it? What if your phone runs out of battery? You're screwed, huh? You can't get in? like you're stuck, and you probably maybe they'll tell you to go pound sand, or maybe you'll have to go to the ticket office, give them your name, blah 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 blah, email, get them, show them some ID so they can check that it's actually you, and then maybe they might print out a thing for you, and then you'll have to scan it on the thing as you go in. And they've got a little picture here of like, this is it here. You're scanning it, scanning your turnstiles as you go in. Like, can you imagine if you're like a 65-year-old, 70-year-old trying to figure this shit out? I mean, it's the future. The future's here. I mean, but when you were born a long time ago, and the future seems an alien world, you might just think, fuck this, it's just really alienating to elderly supporters, and I imagine they'll rather go to a non-league game, less travelling, less hassle, and less of this stuff. But so there you go. Digital ticketing using Apple and Google Wallet. Really? Okay. And what if there's a cyber attack and Apple and Google Wallet's down? You're screwed then, no? Yeah. Oh, it's a bit weird, no? Maybe I'm just being an old fogey, I don't know. So talking about tickets, there's a game tomorrow. There's 2 games tomorrow. First team are playing at Gillingham. I think you can. They gave us 700 tickets, and you can still buy tickets. You have to turn up. You have to go to the den in the morning, either in person, or you can buy it online now overnight. I think you'll have to do it before 12 o'clock, something like that. And then go and collect it anyway from Millwall. So you might as well just go down to the ground and buy a ticket anyway. You need to be a member or season ticket holder. And you can still buy a game ticket to Gillingham. But if you don't want to go through all that hassle, or you live near Eastbourne, you can go and see the undefeated in pre-season Millwall FC under-23s play Eastbourne Borough Football Club, and it's Eastbourne Borough's last pre-season game before their season starts next week. So I'm sure they will be trying to fire on all 5 cylinders and be raring to go. And the under-23s are undefeated, even though they're playing games with half a team of trialists. But maybe that's means those trialists are more motivated and you get the results. So this is from Eastbourne Borough's Twitter, and it says the sports welcome Millwall FC under-23s to Priory Lane tomorrow night. Note that the kickoff time has changed to 7:15, and you can buy tickets online, or I imagine you can just rock up at the turnstile and pay. And here you go. This is that online ticket office. You go here and you can buy a ticket, and it's £5 to get in if you're an adult, or £2 if you're an old man who doesn't want to go to QPR and pay, use an Apple wallet. If you want to go old school, £2 on the turnstile at Priory Lane in Eastbourne Borough, and you can watch Millwall under-23s. So there you go. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Get down there if you want. If you're in that neck of the woods in East Sussex. So there's 2 games to choose from. One you can just rock up at, and the other one that's members only. 700 tickets. There are tickets left. That's at Gillingham. So it's up to you. And I'll let you know in tomorrow's video how both teams got on. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.